What's up guys, welcome back for another DevPro Duel video. The Volcanic Archetype. I think the Archetype has been around ever since 2006, 2007, something like that. But recently, I think it's in the Secrets of Eternity, the Archetype gets new support in the form of a trap card. As you see here, the card is called Blaze Magazine. Magazine is a trap card that you can flip face up. And you can discard a volcanic monster, so yeah, either for example volcanic shell, volcanic scatter shot, or volcanic counter for example, to draw one card. So that's excellent, a nice draw engine. Its second effect is that you can banish the card from the grave. You can use that effect in both players' turns, in both the main phases. So yeah, you can banish the trap card from your grave to send one volcanic monster from your deck to the grave. So it's nice to, for example, send a volcanic shell from your deck to the grave, or something like scatter shot during your opponent's turn to Raigeki their field. So the deck is not tier 1, but it definitely has potential to like compete with much better decks, like tier 1.5 decks. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, let's see some duels. Okay, so the first games, or yeah, the first few duels. This is part 1, where I'll be testing against Geargias. It's something else than Shadows, Burning Abyss and so on, right? So no Volcanic Rocket, and as you know, if you played the Volcanic Archetype, Volcanic Rocket is pretty much your main target. You want to draw it as fast as possible to search out either your Blaze Accelerator or your Magazine, your Trap. But I open with Magazine, and thanks to Shell, I can each time, yeah, to Magazine, to discard one of my shells, I can draw a new card. So kinda digging for Volcanic Rocket. He makes the good move, Dark Holes my Fire Hand, and I don't draw into my Volcanic Rocket. I do have the Royal Firestorm cards in hand, so I can send back the shells, I believe. Yeah, so normal summon it to send back the Fire Hand, which is also nice, and the 3 shells, very, very good. I draw a shell, which is kinda unfortunate, since I wanted to send the shell to the grave with Foolish, but it doesn't really matter, so I get an extra draw with Blaze Magazine, and yeah, set up my shells in the grave. You'll lose the last effect. I have to keep track of my life points though, that's very important. Then use my effect, yeah, at least banish the accelerator, the magazine that was in my grave, to send scatter shot from my deck to the grave, and then scatter shot triggers, sending other scatter shots from my deck to the grave, and then have the Raigeki effect. And yeah, my opponent loses both his monsters, and on top of that he will get 1500 burn damage. So very cool. Definitely one of the advantages the Archetype has. Yeah, it's grinding. If your opponent is playing like a very slow deck, something like Geargia's Fire Fist, Bujins or whatever, Volcanic definitely has the upper hand, because you can, nice as you see, you can make advantage to your shell, your magazine, your rocket and so on. Firestorm cards send everything back to the deck, so you can reuse it, use your Ring Blast. It's definitely a very fun deck, so I can deck for a game, so GG. The second duel again, of course, against Geargia. So yeah, he has a very decent opening hand with the armor and the set 3. And normal summon my rocket, of course, search out the Blaze Accelerator, obviously because of the armor set. I want to get rid of it as soon as possible. He has the MST, which is the good play. Send the shell to the grave because I have the magazine set. So during the draw phase, I'm going to flip over the magazine so I can discard the shell to draw an extra card. I'm going to Emptiness, his special summon from the arsenal. Activate my magazine to draw a new card. Draw into the breakthrough skill, which is good. So again, activate the shell, discard the shell, draw into Scatter Shot, which is perfect, since I can discard it during my opponent's turn thanks to Magazine and get the Raigeki effect. But yeah, I can only use Magazine's effect during main phase 1, and my opponent has the opportunity to act first during main phase 1, and he goes ham. And I'm going to destroy his life, activate my magazine and discard the scatter shots, and send the other copies from my deck to the grave to have the Raigeki effect and deal some extra burn damage in the process, 1500 to be exact. So he's pretty much left crippled. Excellent. The breakthrough skill is MK2. is Mark 2, so get some nice advantage. I have like +7 over my opponent. Attack it to Mirror Force, no problem. I have the Ring Blast set, have the Emptiness set. I'm going to Warning his Augur. I think I have to, yeah, I don't want to waste my Emptiness just yet. So activate my magazine, get the draw, normal summon Royal Firestorm Guard. Yeah, again, pretty much setting everything up again in the deck. Deck over his monster, which is going to Compulse, which is fine, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. I have like +10, and yeah, he's going to scoop, not wanting to waste any more time. So GG. Very nice duel. That's Scatter Shot though with the Raigeki effect. I get to start Duality into Rocket, which is an excellent opening, also with the Scatter Shot in hand, so I can yeah, again have the Raigeki like effect during his turn if he can establish a field. And I think I'm going to, yeah, do it now on the second summon. I don't want to get yeah, Geargia get X was a possibility. Castel was also a possibility, but why not? I'm going to fill up the grave, Raigeki's field, and deal some nice burn damage in the process. Reveal the shell with Duality, so that's perfect. I'm going to take the shell, get an extra draw with magazine, normal summon Rocket, search Blaze Accelerator, so I can't lose this one. I'm in a very nice position. Normal summons his Arsenal, which I'm going to Bottomless, and he has no back row, so I can nicely attack for game. So yes, GG indeed. The last duel. He has a good opening with the Augur, with the Accelerator. He's going to search out, I believe, a second Accelerator. Then looking at my hand, the Scatter Shot, the Fire hand, which is fine. 2 Firestorm Guards, which is, you don't want to open with multiple, of course, because you want to fill up your grave first. I have the Blaze Accelerator and the magazine. Yeah, he's very smart. He's going to MST the magazine. Magazine is one of the key cards of the deck, of course. Yeah, he's going to attack for some damage. My options next turn. I have the Blaze Accelerator to clear his field with the Scatter Shot, of course. I'm going to banish my magazine from the grave to send one of my shells from my deck to the grave, activate the effect, so I can use my Blaze Accelerator to clear the field. So this way I can still keep my Scatter Shots in hand. Maybe for later, you never know. So flip over Fire Hand, deal some damage. No, the Dimensional Prison, so normal summon Firestorm Guards, apologies. Get some nice draws, hopefully to draw into more back row, which I do into the the Breakthrough Skill and the Bottomless Trample. I think I'm forced to Breakthrough Skill his Augur, and the Bottomless is Geargia to again leave him pretty much crippled. Activate the Duality, hopefully hitting the Rocket, and I do, which is perfect, so I can again search out the magazine, attack over his monsters, deal some nice damage, and yeah, he's going to prison the Rocket, no big deal. I still have my magazine to use the Raigeki effect, which I'm going to use since he wants to go to the end phase. Raigeki, his armor, which we knew he had the armor, deal some nice damage in the process. Yeah, I indeed have the Firestorm Guards already in hand. Draw into Shell, with the Duality, of course. So send it to the grave, get an extra draw with my magazine. So you see how the deck works. It's very simple, it's very fun. You cycle through your deck thanks to your Firestorm Guards, your Shells, your Scatter Shots. It's very fun to play. So yes, set all the back row, all the hate. He's going to Bottomless, which is all good. Get an extra draw, discard the magazine since I can use it to send a Volcanic from my deck to the grave. There is a Scatter Shot again, which is all good, so normal summon the Fire Hand, I believe, to deal some damage and send a warning. But yeah, I have, what is it, +8, +9 over my opponent. There is the Arsenal, which I'm going to Scatter Shot indeed. Yeah, keep the warning, keep the Wing Blast. Yeah, all the options. This is again, good game. But this is how it goes if you're playing against a kind of slower deck like Geargia's Fire Fist, something like that, Wujin's. You're in a very nice, or at least you have a very nice matchup. So again, GG. As for the decklist, I think it's pretty much standard. You have to run the hands to have some nice advantage. Very unexpected also, the opponents don't expect the hands in something, in a deck like this, for example. I'm not running Summoner Monk. I don't like Summoner Monk. Yes, Volcanic Rocket is a piece card, is a key card from your deck, but yes, there are so many outs to Summoner Monk, and you really don't want to discard something outside, of course, the Blaze Accelerator. But yeah, this was part 1. Yeah, this was part 1. So definitely check in for part 2, which will be uploaded later against Glyfords. Guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Lead them signing out. Peace.